maybe this opportunity will never present itself again. That was really the whole point and where that courage came from, to take the shot. The belief in yourself and the belief in the business and what we wanted to do with this brand. My name is Chang. I'm the CEO of A-Sha Foods. We've been at this business for about 10 years now, and it was not easy. We were coming into a new world, trying to establish ourselves as a brand. Through the ups and downs, there's always moments of doubt. Definitely getting into Costco was monumental. It gave us credibility that we knew that we had a real, true viable business. Now the real work starts, because getting the deal done is only part of the game, but being able to deliver for the customer and being able to actually do what you say you're gonna do, that is the next real challenge. Looking at our business now, 10 years later, we have all the accolades with Inc. magazine and business with Costco and Target and Walmart. Those things are all great. For me, when I look back and I think about the defining moments, it was actually at the point of our greatest weakness. And I was on a flight going to a customer meeting, and I was looking out the airplane, and in the airplane, the window is very small. We flew over Long Beach, and I saw the pier where all the containers were. And for us to, at that time, bringing in one container was a lot of product. It was a very daunting thing. We maybe ran 2 or 3 containers a year, and we thought we were doing something. But as I looked down from the plane and I saw the whole view of just what I could see in that window, I realized how big the world was and how small a shipping container actually was. The world is so big, and from what I can see, that's not a lot of noodle out there. I need to work harder. I need to think of better ways and different ways to sell this thing. But the world is available and it's open. There's never an end to the opportunity that's available. We quickly realized that the Asian category was growing, and a lot of the retailers and customers out there right now didn't really understand what was trending, what was hot, what are all these new cool Asian foods that we're seeing online. A-Sha's role now has quickly evolved into more of a Asian food category specialist. That's why our company name since changed it to A-Sha Foods. So we started diversifying our lineup with the format. We had the dry noodle, then we started moving to the cup noodle and the bowl noodle. Then the flavor profile, there's so many different flavors. We started adding new products like snacks. That was one thing that we moved into because Asian snacks were so trendy, especially during COVID when everyone was at home and very curious about different products. And then we started picking and choosing what are the new cool items. So the explosion of boba milk tea, those started appearing all over the market. And the common feedback that we got was there was not one single brand that was really leading the way or unifying this whole movement. So we decided to put all of our energy into a Hello Kitty boba kit and a Hello Kitty boba can. And Hello Kitty kind of unified that whole boba movement for us, and it's now become one of the core tenets of our business. When we first started the business back in 2015, I actually never knew that East West offered all the diverse products like the mobile app and remote deposit for checks. The major difference that East West had over those other banks was the personal touch. During COVID, the banks were closed. The bank reps actually came to our office to help us fill out the paperwork and get us all set up. You know, having that big bank capability with all the different technology and all the different services, along with that personal touch, really kind of was the difference maker for us. And that's how we started with East West and continued growing the relationship with them. Upon graduation, I did 18 years in corporate. There was always the desire to do more, and there was always a desire for, a challenge. When the opportunity presented itself to join A-Sha Foods, thankfully to one of my best friends and partners in Taiwan who had acquired the business, that was really my opportunity to take that step and take that leap. And either you do it or you can't do it. But you can always go back to your old job. Maybe this opportunity will never present itself again. That was really the whole point and where that courage came from, to take the shot. The belief in yourself and the belief in the business and what we wanted to do with this brand. The one that's most near and dear to my heart is still this Mandarin original noodle. This is the one that started it all. And for me personally, this noodle represents really my journey. This was my first product that I sold, and I'm very thankful for this noodle. This noodle means a lot to me. Led me to meet so many wonderful people and make new friends and new business associates. And it's allowed me to start my first business. The Mandarin Original, definitely my baby. Always has been, always will be. I jokingly call myself the Noodle King because why not? Doesn't mean I'm the best chef out there, but when I cook A-Sha noodles, one little pro tip, if I can give everyone, is to always emulsify the noodles. So when you cook the noodle and you drain it and you pour the sauce in, always ladle in some of the cooking water left over, because that really helps to bind the noodle and the sauce. And it makes the noodle a little bit more, gives it a little bit more of a saucy texture and flavor. And with pasta, Italian chefs have been doing it for years, and we just took cues from that, and it works perfectly with our noodle as well.